I made thousands of dollars with clipping in the month of April of 2026. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys the breakdown, the proof of everything. And I'm going to give some free sauce of some websites you can use for clipping that have clipping campaigns where you don't need 10K followers to where TikTok pays you. But the majority of my money is coming from the TikTok Creator Fund because I do have over 10K followers. A lot of people out there will talk about clipping and how you can make thousands and thousands and thousands, but they literally won't even show their account that they're making money with. Well, I'm the complete opposite. This is my account right here. I clip Caleb Hamer's financial audits and I create clips from them. And I do all of this from manual clipping where I do more editing to the clips. Some of the clips I do use some AI tools with. So in this video, I'm just going to show you guys a full breakdown of everything because a lot of money can be made in clipping. I am now in my TikTok analytics, and as you can see, for the entire month of April, I generated $2,760. And yes, that is an insane amount. And as you can see, for the total amount of video views, I got 4.7 million views, which is 23% higher than my previous month, and over 200,000 likes. And this is all directly from TikTok. This is literally life-changing money right here. And so far for 2026, I'm averaging about $1,000 to $2,000 a month. This last month was definitely better. And it's because of this clip right here. It got 2 million views and it's at least 1 minute long. And that's how TikTok pays you, is by making clips that are at least 60 seconds. Now keep in mind, you do have to have at least 10K followers to get accepted into the TikTok Creator Fund. So here are some websites you can use to have some pretty popular creators that you can clip. Because as you can see on this clip right here, I had a watermark, and that is actually from a clipping campaign. And this campaign is on a website called clipping.net. And as you can see, there are tons and tons of creators on here, like Lacey, a streamer, Jason Nguyen, another popular streamer, tons of creators on here. And as you can see, I posted on this Caleb Hamer campaign. It is paused now, and currently the videos and clips are getting reviewed. But so far, my total estimate just from this campaign outside of TikTok generated me an extra $110. One thing that does suck, this video got 2 million views. And as you can see, I did not get paid for every single view because the budget literally ended as soon as that video went viral. So I only got $110 from it. Now that is a lot of money. I'm extremely grateful. But if there was a lot of the budget left, I literally would have earned at least an additional $1,500. So I'm definitely bummed about that. Just make sure you look through the campaigns because some are paused and some are active. So you could go through this site just to see. Another website I recently came across is called Duzlo. And there's some other creators on here that are not on the other website, like Steiny, and then some other campaigns on here of other creators that are smaller, but you'll get paid more per 1,000 views. As you can see, this creator right here, Mariah, they are paying $1.30 per 1,000 views. Obviously, the pay is higher because it's going to be harder to get more views, but if you put the time into your edits, that could definitely be worth it. As you can see, Steiny's podcast is only paying 11 cents per 1,000 views because you're more likely going to get a lot of views since he is more popular. But these are a lot of campaigns you can check out. Also, what I really like is Impulsive is on here. This specific campaign for this podcast is about to end, but I'm sure for the next Impulsive podcast, it will come on here, and it's paying 29 cents per 1,000 views. So something to check out for each campaign on here. If you want to clip for a podcast that's bigger, that's smaller, depending on the potential pay that you want. But most likely you're going to get more viral clips with Impulsive than the smaller creators on here. As you can see, there is a recent clip that I edited on the page, and it was of Caleb Hamer going on Asmongold's podcast, and it hit a total of 1.1 million views. And the thing I'm super bummed about, it is at 34 seconds. I really did not think this clip was going to pop off as much as it did, but as you can see, almost 50,000 likes and over 300 comments. Definitely bummed I did not make this over a minute because I didn't get paid anything, but it did help the page grow and help the other videos on the page that are over a minute perform better, just because this video did drive some more traffic to the page. But I'm going to share some editing tips for what I did for this specific clip that you can also apply to your clips for any podcast that you're going to be clipping. So I'm here in Premiere Pro, and this is the editing timeline for this specific video. So I'm going to let the video play right here, and then I'm going to share the specific tips that I did for this video for it to get over 1 million views.
How do you maintain this physique?
I eat 1 meal a day. I wake up, I eat beef jerky, and then during my stream, I usually eat more beef jerky. And then after my stream, I eat candy and then beef jerky. And then after that, I have Chipotle. And then after that, I have ice cream. I had to tone it down. And so now I only eat Chipotle 4 times a week. It used to be 6. Like
I'm the fat one here.
Yeah.
And I don't even have these stats.
after I eat ice cream, I'll eat like chocolate and then fall asleep on the floor watching anime.
It's beautiful.
Is that surprising?
I eat pretty okay.
Yeah?
I go on like a 5-mile walk every day after work, and I'm a fat. I got tits.
So that's the clip. And so some important things you want to factor for your clips. First off, you want to have captions, and some ways you can do that here in Premiere Pro. You can use the free feature and make your own captions in Premiere with your fonts, colors. From my experience, it's about 90 to 95% accurate. Another tool you could use if you edit in Premiere is CapCut, and they have a captions feature in here. A quick way to get these captions in CapCut, make sure you have your entire edit selected, go to add captions, go to in and out points, make sure you have English selected, and then click transcribe. And then you'll see all these different preset animations that CapCut already has for you. I'm gonna select this Hormozy style. I'm gonna scroll down, and then I'm gonna keep the font the same. And then I'm gonna change this green highlight color to the typical orange color that I use for the captions on my page, so the style stays the same. And that's really it for myself. You can adjust the shadow or anything else that you want with these captions. And then you could scroll all the way up to the top, go to edit transcript, and then just go through it quickly if there's anything misspelled. This tool is literally 99+% correct. And then once you make a specific caption style that you like, click the plus button here, and then you can literally save this as a preset. Then scroll all the way to the bottom, select the track that you want these captions on. I'm just gonna click add new track, and then click add style captions to sequence. The captions got generated in literally under 15 seconds, and now we have animated captions in Premiere Pro, and it's a unique style that you can use for your clips. And then you can just adjust the scale and position of your captions, and just like that, your captions are now done. The next thing, as you can see down here, are these green files, and these are sound effects.
Eat candy and then beef jerky.
As you can see, for this specific sound effect, I use a Vine Boom, aka called Hopes Up. This specific sound effect is in a sound effect pack that I made, and a bunch of different sound effects that you can use for clipping. And these sound effects really do help add a different element to your video. Make sure the sound effects are fitting for when you're going to use it. If you guys want to check it out, I will have a link down below. And some other things that I did, I used an AI website to generate my own B-roll of Asmongold. In this video, he's talking about him eating candy, of him eating beef jerky. So I generated these B-roll clips. If you guys want to see a video on that, please let me know down below. These were pretty fun to make because it definitely added a different element to the video. Please let me know. I would love to show you guys how I made them. There's 2 more things that are really important that I have not mentioned yet. But the first thing, as you can see, there are a ton of different cuts to this clip. I did not just let it run as the clip. I cut out a lot of fluff, a lot of repeated lines, and that really did help this clip go viral. Now, if you're starting out with clipping, it really doesn't matter. You don't need to put this much effort into a clip. But I did, as I have a page that has thousands and thousands of followers. But as you're starting out in your clipping journey, you don't need to do this much editing work, but it definitely does help. So just keep that in mind. If there are repeated lines or any fluff in your clips, cut it out and just get right to the good stuff. And the last important thing is adding a title card. As you can see, I did not do that in Premiere. I did this in the TikTok application. So right before I posted it on my phone, I went to the text effect, and then I added a white background, and I made my title Asmongold's Diet is Ridiculous. This has to do with the video. It's direct, and it gives context to the viewer about what they're about to watch. So that's the last thing you need to focus on, is an engaging title card for your podcast clips. And what I'll do sometimes is I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll ask it to make me some TikTok title cards. I'll give a summary about what the video is about, and then it will generate me like 10 to 20 different title cards that I can use for the video. And then I just use what I personally think will help the video the most. So you could try that method out as well when you're creating your title cards, if you just can't think of anything. And sometimes if I don't feel like editing a clip, then I will use tools like Opus Clip or WayinVideo, and I will essentially just copy and paste a YouTube link into here, and it will generate me tons and tons of clips. You could use either platform. You could check out both. They both have free plans that you can check out. Both will be linked down below. But if you don't have the time and don't really want to watch podcasts manually, or you just don't have the time to, definitely want to check out these tools because they will generate you clips fast. And one last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is I'm trying out YouTube Shorts for these clips. And these are all the clips I've been posting from the last 2 years, and I have this automated. And as you can see, I'm getting thousands and thousands of views, and I want to try to get monetized in YouTube Shorts on this account and to see if YouTube will pay for AdSense on here. Really not too sure, but I'm definitely interested in seeing if YouTube will pay me. The last part is to get 3 million Shorts views in the last 90 days, which I'm positive I can do with this because I have a lot of clips automated, 2 to 3 posts every day. And a tool I'm using to automate this stuff is called repurpose.io. So for myself, what I did is I have a ton of clips on my TikTok page. So I selected post from TikTok, selected my account, and then you can select whatever you want to post to. So for myself, I selected YouTube. I am very interested, and if any of you have any experience with posting clips on Facebook, let me know if that's a good platform to post clips on. I'm not really too sure if clips can get monetized over there, but please let me know if you have any experience with that, because if so, I definitely want to do that. And then after I selected YouTube, I then made my own custom workflow where 2 posts from my TikTok account are going to be getting posted on this YouTube Shorts account daily, and I don't have to do any work with it. And as you can see, here are a ton of posts that have been scheduled and posted, and it definitely has helped out generating tons and tons of views. So I will keep you all updated if I can get this account monetized and to see if I can make anything with AdSense. So that is the recap and all the tips from clipping almost $3,000 in the month of April, and I'm excited to see what I can make for the month of May with all the clips that I'm going to be making. If you're a clipper out there, please let me know, are you in the TikTok Creator Fund, and how much did you earn in the month of April? I'm very curious to see what other clippers are earning out there, whether it's in TikTok or any other clipping campaigns out there. If any of y'all have any questions with clipping, let me know down below, or you can join my free Discord community where we all can help each other out if you have any clipping questions or anything like that. Anyways, if you found value in this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.